Aliens sent an SOS. They never expected humanity's response. Dr. Elena Vasquez adjusted her headphones for the 100th time that night, her eyes burning from staring at the radio telescope's data streams. The Arecibo replacement facility hummed quietly around her as she monitored the deep space frequencies, searching for patterns in the cosmic static that had consumed her life for the past 15 years. At 3:47 a.m., something changed. The signal cut through the background noise like a blade through silk, a repeating sequence of prime numbers, followed by mathematical constants, then something else entirely. Elena's hands trembled as she recorded the transmission, her heart racing with the implications. This wasn't random. This was deliberate. Within hours, linguists, mathematicians, and xenobiologists from around the globe descended upon the facility. The message, once decoded, was simple yet devastating. Help us. Our star dies. Population, 847 million. Time remaining, 3 local years. We are the Zephyrians of Kepler 442b. The coordinates followed, along with detailed information about their dying civilization. Their sun was collapsing faster than their scientists had predicted, and they lacked the technology for interstellar travel. It was a desperate plea cast into the void, hoping someone, somewhere, might hear. What the Zephyrians didn't expect was humanity's response. President Chun stood before the United Nations Assembly 3 days later, her voice steady despite the magnitude of her words. We have 18 months to mount the largest rescue operation in human history, she announced. 847 million lives hang in the balance. The room erupted in chaos. Representatives shouted about impossible logistics, astronomical costs, and the absurdity of attempting to save an alien species they'd never met. But Dr. Marcus Webb, the mission's lead engineer, had already begun sketching plans. We can't save them all, Webb admitted during the first planning session. But we can save some. The next months blurred together in a frenzy of international cooperation unlike anything Earth had ever witnessed. Military-industrial complexes pivoted to spacecraft production. Space agencies shared decades of classified research. Scientists worked in shifts around the clock, pushing the boundaries of propulsion technology and life support systems. The breakthrough came from an unexpected source. 16-year-old Priya Sharma, whose theoretical physics homework had explored the mathematics of controlled wormhole generation. Her equations, refined by teams of experts, made near-instantaneous travel possible, at least for small vessels. Humanity launched 17 rescue ships, each capable of carrying 50,000 Zephyrians. The vessels were cramped, basic, and represented every shortcut and compromise imaginable. But they would fly. Captain Sarah Rodriguez piloted the lead ship through the artificially generated wormhole, emerging in the Kepler system to find a world in twilight. The Zephyrian sun pulsed erratically, casting orange light across cities that stretched beyond the horizon. The aliens themselves were tall, ethereal beings with translucent skin and large, expressive eyes that reflected their profound gratitude. The evacuation proceeded with military precision. Zephyrian families boarded the human vessels with nothing but small mementos of their dying world. Children clutched toys while elders sang haunting farewell songs to their ancestral home. Not everyone could be saved. Humanity's rescue fleet could only transport 850,000 Zephyrians, barely 1/10 of their population. The selection process was agonizing, with Zephyrian councils choosing representatives from every field of knowledge, art, and culture to preserve their civilization's essence. As the final rescue ship departed Kepler 442b, the star began its death spiral. Captain Rodriguez watched through the viewport as the Zephyrian homeworld was consumed by expanding solar plasma, taking with it billions of years of evolution and millions of souls who had volunteered to remain behind. The rescued Zephyrians settled on Europa, humanity's gift of a new beginning. They established museums filled with holographic memories of their lost world and libraries containing their entire cultural heritage. In return, they shared technologies that would revolutionize human medicine, agriculture, and space travel. But perhaps their greatest gift was perspective. The Zephyrians had sent an SOS expecting silence or perhaps pity. Instead, They received something they had never imagined. A species willing to risk everything to save strangers among the stars. Years later, as human Zephyrian children played together in Europa's biodomes, Dr. Vasquez reflected on that night when she first heard their call. Humanity had answered not because it was easy, but because it was right. In saving the Zephyrians, they had discovered something profound about themselves, that even in a vast, indifferent universe, compassion could bridge any distance.